Nike's ad featuring Colin Kaepernick airs tonight during the first NFL game of the season. Jason Whitlock is with us, host of Speak for Yourself on Fox Sports 1. Jason, it's great to have you back again. I think that you and I agree on this. We certainly have in the past. And I believe you're saying that Nike is using Kaepernick. Explain it.
Well, I think Nike's using Kaepernick to cover up for issues within the Nike Corporation. Nike's been sued for discrimination from women, from African Americans. They just fired close to a dozen top executives because of some of this. I think Nike has long been criticized for its labor policies in Asia, where they basically create and make the shoes with slave labor over in Asia, and they've been criticized this forever. But, we're behind Colin Kaepernick, and we're social justice warriors just like Colin Kaepernick, and we're for equality, when the organization hasn't been for that. And so I see Colin Kaepernick and a lot of these other athletes, LeBron James as well, being used by Nike to cover up for the fact their own problems. They're not living up to these ideas that they seem to be supporting.
I think everybody loses from this. The game itself loses. I think the players lose. I think the NFL loses, and football fans all lose. I'm trying to find a winner here.
Let me add one more loser to that, Varney. Allegedly, Colin Kaepernick allegedly is all about raising awareness for police brutality. These ads don't do that. And what he's talking about, it's all about raising awareness of Colin Kaepernick. That's what this whole thing has been about from day one, and that's what it's about now that we know that the alleged activist that's making all these great sacrifices has actually been getting paid by Nike, is being paid more money by Nike to promote Colin Kaepernick and the sale of shoes. There's nothing about police brutality in any of this. Everybody loses here except for Colin Kaepernick.
But do you think that fans will overlook this and say, OK, we've seen it, we know about it, we'll get past the anthem, we'll watch the game again? Is there any chance that that will happen?
I certainly hope so, Varney. That's certainly my appeal to sports fans and to football fans, is let's don't lose sight of the game. A game that just, quite frankly, Varney, has been very good to African Americans. I've said this repeatedly, and I'm going to say it again. No industry in American history has produced more black millionaires than the game of the NFL. That includes the NBA. That includes hip-hop and rap and all this other thing. And so all this distraction and all this animus being directed at the NFL is actually hurting black men and black people in terms of where have we been acquiring our wealth? Where have we seen black men move from poverty to wealth to the middle class? It's been in the game of football and through football, and we're doing a disservice to this game that has been very good to us.
Why is it that in America today, if you want to receive praise from society, you must have struggled? You must struggle. The only people who are highlighted in America today are people who have struggled. They come from a difficult background, or they've overcome this or overcome that. You must struggle to achieve fame in the public eye. Why is that?
I'm not sure if that's the case. I get what you're saying. We seem to celebrate that more. I don't have a real problem with that, because I believe if you go look at our founders and the people that started this country, it came from struggle. It came from people leaving Europe and leaving England to start their own country. And we are a country of underdogs at our foundation. And so I get that. We love the underdog story in American sports and in American life, and we celebrate it. I have no problem with that. Okay. I have no problem with, when you make it, looking out for people that haven't made it. But there's a proper way to do it that's effective. I'm not talking about being inoffensive to people. I'm talking about being effective. And so, again, if you have a problem with the police department, go to their place of employment and raise hell there. Not on your own job and not within an industry that has been very good to you. Protect that industry that's providing you that wealth, and use that wealth to support the causes and things that you're passionate about. I just think these guys have been very ineffective because they've taken a wrong approach, and then the denigration of America. is what really bothers me because, again, if there's another country that's doing it better than America, show me, and I'm going to move there.
You know, Whitlock, you make far too much sense. I think you could quit the sports gig and come on over and analyze money with us. This is where you belong.
I keep asking Rupert Murdoch to put us together. Varney and Whitlock would be the greatest show since the Cosby Show, since anything.
That would be Mr. Murdoch, okay? Whitlock, you're out of here, but thanks for joining us. So we'll see you again soon.
Thank you.
Yeah.